I know you've heard a lot about this. You're probably tired of hearing about it, but you need to be prepared. September 1 is coming. It's coming in hot. This is already July. August is going to be by us in a blink, and here we are in September. And many of you will start being prepared and be able to utilize the new URAR. Many of you won't. And those of you that aren't might lose some work to those that are ready, those folks that are prepared. So I can't encourage you enough. I'm going to give you a gentle nudge or maybe a hard push at this point. Educate yourself. Take a training class. Get knowledgeable on it. In fact, I'm going to learn you something right now. I'm going to show you something right now. Hopefully you'll learn a little something. Maybe you've seen this and maybe you haven't. But again, if you're listening, you want to jump over to YouTube and subscribe. But right now what you're looking at is the Appendix F1, and that is kind of a go-to source with all kinds of good information in there. And I just want to show you something in the event you're not aware. You know, most appraisers now have heard we've got to deal with broadband. We're going to have to measure the distance from the front door down to the dirt. You know, if you haven't heard those, surprise. Look at this one. The appraiser, this is walls and ceilings. The appraiser must provide information about the walls and ceilings in the unit. The walls and ceiling rows will always display in the interior features table. The information in this row applies to all walls and ceilings in the unit. I'm going to do a follow-up podcast to this little video here, and I'll bring this up. I'll show you some other things that I really like. But let's look at this real quick. Report label feature always required reference. So interior feature walls and ceilings. Note the photos of the walls and ceiling may be provided. But I want you to look down here under the detail. Always required. Choose one or more. Ceiling height. Less than 7 feet, 7 feet, 8 feet, 9 feet, 10 or more, 2 or more. So we're going to have to measure the ceiling height. And it appears that if you've got different ceiling heights in different rooms, you're going to have to report that information. Look down at the detail. It wants to know what type of ceiling. Well, I've got a cathedral ceiling, or I've got a flat ceiling, or I have a tray ceiling. Whatever I've got, there's some options there for you. So let me show you what this is actually going to look like in the report. So now what you're looking at, guys, is a sample, and all of this is available for you on Fannie and Freddie's website. So if you're not doing your own research to learn this stuff, gosh, I want to shake you. I can't encourage you enough to do that. So right now, this is the Uniform Residential Appraisal Report. This would be the new one. And as we scroll down on page 7 of 21 in this example, I'm going to scroll down here somewhere, and I'm at interior features. You can see right here. And oh my goodness, there it is. What we just talked about in the F1, walls and ceilings. What's the detail? Well, I've got 8 foot, 9 feet, or 10 or more. 2 or more stories. It's cathedral, coffered, and flat. And then I'm talking about where they're at. The cathedral ceiling is in the bedroom, 2-story or family room, coffered ceiling in the media room, and 9-foot ceilings in the first level. And they have typical wear and tear. Hello. So, if you didn't know, now you do. If you can't find a way to get those ceiling heights in any other fashion, you're going to have to measure it. And gosh, I hope you're at least using a laser. I'd hate to see somebody try and measure a 9 or 10 foot ceiling with a tape measure. How are you going to do that? How are you going to do that exactly? If you do that, take a video of yourself, because I want to see it. Listen, if you need some education on this, check us out, Appraiser eLearning. Go to our website, appraiserelearning.com. Here it is on the screen. You can click Live Zoom CE. If I click on the July classes, it gives me a list of all the July offerings. And look, there is Appraiser's Guide to the new URAR, July 25th, and that would be the Zoom. If you want a live event right here on the Live tab, you can come down in person with me, Brian Reynolds. You click on that. And right now we've got an upcoming course in Nashville, Tennessee. You can see that is an in-person class. We've got USPAP, and then we also have the Appraiser's Guide to the new URAR, July the 14th. We'll be putting additional locations in Tennessee coming up, and so check back under the live events with Brian Reynolds. You can see this first tab here says AEL and Alamode, and if you click on that, Hal and Joel will be out in, where are they at? Los Angeles toward the end of July, and there's a couple of classes there. We bundle that up so it makes more sense in pricing. Give you a little discount there, so you have a scan to sketch, and also you have the Appraiser's Guide to the new URAR. And if you want to join us in Val Expo in Las Vegas in August, guess what? You'll have another chance. You can find out all the information about Val Expo by just going to our live event Val Expo page, and you'll find all kinds of good stuff in there. Peter's going to be out there teaching a valuation bias in fair housing, and I'll be teaching the Appraiser's Guide to the new URAR at 8 o'clock on August the 11th in Las Vegas. And we've got Fannie and Freddie will be there. We've got a lot of talk about the new report. Notice I didn't say form. So check it out. We hope to see you in one of these events. Come on out to Vegas, come to Nashville, go to Los Angeles. You've got several opportunities, even via Zoom, if you would prefer just to sit in your own home or office and get some education on the new URAR with us. We hope you will join us in an upcoming offering and talk all about it.